It's Madden NFL 23. And here's the pick artist himself, Trayvon Diggs, who teams should stop targeting with how many picks he has this season. It's the Cowboys and the Giants coming up next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Prescott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the 4th century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sneak, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down the knee before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slow.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Flushed, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. And he drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
Down to about the 23.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Play action now, Prescott.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
The extra point up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones.
Looking at finding Shepard on the crossing route. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want...
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick-6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception, as they're already in the red zone, 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense and quarterback Daniel Jones set to take over again. He's coming off his 2nd interception of the game already. And remember, he was bit by the interception bug last week. He threw 2 there as well. So things trending poorly right now as he starts again here, 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jones throw on target to Shepard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to throw again. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Prescott. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Room here to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving again to everybody at home as we take a look ahead to what's coming up both later today and this weekend. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the LA Rams. Then on Sunday night, a big one in the NFC to wrap up the holiday weekend. The Packers and Eagles from the Link. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern Time. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Giants. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
From the 27, Jones throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Elliott. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And they were in the hurry up, maybe.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Have to review the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And down to the 36-yard line here.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington. Jones throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jared Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. They can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Inside give to Elliott.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott
hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. But that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is Cook with the ground.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones to the right and complete to Galladay.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Jones. Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Roughing the tackle, defense.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. After the sack on first down, Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard from 13 yards out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. They'll give to Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
140 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
The give is to Elliott.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Here's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's Schultz. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Jones now. Throwing on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
it's certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week.